It's finally here. Board! With bricks! Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be looking at the LEGO Dungeons & Dragons minifigure series 1. I'll give a brief review of each figure, and later in the video, I will discuss how I might use these for my fantasy city and Brickhammer armies. I purchased quite a few of these, more than a box, which I selected. Unlike the LEGO Minifigure Series 25 figures, all those I purchased had the large QR codes which could be read by the Minifig Scan app. This is a good thing. As a consumer, I don't like purchasing items and not knowing what I get. For LEGO, this means the boxes are a more welcome change. First one out of the box is the Dragonborn Paladin.
In their tongue, he is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
The torso print is nicely detailed, and it would be a shame to hide it under the amazing armor that is included. I could see quite a few of these in my sets. The tabard print could be paired well with a lot of different legs. It is a bit disappointing they chose the Dragonborns for this class, though if you did want a unit of Dragonborns, you could mix it up with the Innkeeper head from the D&D set or the video set. Next up is the Githyanki, or Psionic Space Frog. This warlock features two heads with two expressions each. The torso and leg prints look very good here, and could be reused for a lot of different character builds. This figure comes with the most stuff. In fact, you get two of a few items, including the daggers, which is great for an assassin class. Gith are normally not smiling, so it was odd to see one included here. The Gith don't laugh. Okay, only in extremely rare situations, and it's more in a sinister Grinch way. I would have preferred a snarling face to place on the paladin body and custom build Lizelle from Kresh Kalir. For customizers, the eyeball could be something to build around, a beholder or spectator. Maybe it's one of their eyes. Up next is the Lady of Pain. I got an extra plate and printed tile. The torso print can be used to create cultists or possibly followers of Ogma. On a side note, I've been trying to find the 2x2 round brick on LEGO's Pick-a-Brick, but couldn't find any. It turns out there are two numbers for this piece on the site, 6143 for solid colors, and 29223 for the translucent colors. Next is Szass Tam, who was in the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. Some nice pieces here, including the translucent red skull. If only the torso was a covered robe rather than exposing the skeletal cage. I'll try removing it, as this would be amazing to create some red Wizards of Thay. The Halfling Druid has a lot of pieces, all can be useful in fantasy or LEGO castle settings. The torso print can be used for anything: herbalists, adventurers, common folk. Leaves are always welcome, and the bird is a nice touch. The character also includes two heads with two expressions each, a cape with green on one side and brown on the other, and a hood with antlers molded onto it. That is my biggest issue with this set. Had the antlers been a separate piece, we would have a lot more options, like replacing it with ponytails or just a new hood. Next, we have the Tiefling Sorcerer, which I originally thought to be a warlock. Features the best Dragonling familiar. I also thought the spell effect was Magic Missile, but it could be Helix Bolt Cantrip. The print on the body is really top-notch. The hair and horn piece looks really good too. The color isn't the classic red as I was hoping, more reddish-orange. The tail looks like a recolor of the Avatar tails. This also features two heads with two expressions each. Next is the Illithid, the monstrous Mind Flayer. These baddies of Baldur's Gate 3 are really plain in LEGO minifigure form. It does come with arm printing, but no accessories. The pet is the most adorable intellect devourer you will see. I shall dub thee Us. If you've played Baldur's Gate 3, you may want to pick up a few just for the pet. The robes can be used for evil spellcasters and cultists too. As this is a copyright character, I can't imagine the head mold will be used for any other non-D&D sets. Next, the Dwarf Barbarian comes with two heads with two sets of expressions. The standout here is the torso, which could be used in a variety of ways. The axe head is really nice too. The only thing this minifigure lacks is a nice helm to go along with the fur trimming. Next is the Aarakocra Ranger. I have mixed feelings about this one. The torso and dog are great. Unfortunately, the torso is a attached to bird legs. Sure, you could use it to create an ASMR character, but I see this as really limited in my settings. The elf bard comes with a beautifully adorned lute, 2 different heads with 2 different expressions, and 2 cutlasses. While I do acknowledge elves are popular, not having this as a drow is a miss. With shorter legs, you could definitely create Scanlan Shorthalt from Vox Machina. Next, we have Tasha, the Witch Queen, with Cauldron and Spellbook containing, I'm guessing, Vicious Mockery?
I cast Vicious Mockery, nat 20, let's go.
Another nice looking torso and leg print here. The dual molded legs with print are a standout and almost worth picking up a few of this character for those alone. Lastly is D&D's first vampire, Strahd von Zarovich. Looks like a standard run-of-the-mill vampire with a common looking sword. The rat is a nice touch, and goodness knows every adventurer starts by fighting those things a lot. The torso and leg print could be used for any noble in a medieval or fantasy setting. I may get a few for the swords, rats, and torso to use for elector counts. I didn't mention this at the outset, but the plates for these minifigures have rock printing and can be incorporated into mocks as rocky steps or stairwell. Now for some testing. My unit of Silverhelm Great Weapons is missing a champion for the command. I'll insert the Dragonborn Paladin. It's not bad, but I'll need to lose the shield as the unit is not equipped with one. Let's remove the head and use the single pauldron with the newly recolored Knight Helm. The torso detail really shines here. The helm simply doesn't fit with the 2 pauldron armor, unfortunately. I'll attempt to remove the print from Szass Tam a little later on. For now, I'll use the red skull. The knights for my undead army feature ghostly and skeletal faces. I'll use the red skull and switch the hands to red for my unit champion. It's not bad. I'll just do a simple switch of the headpiece for the tiefling. And voila, a blonde tiefling. This allows me to use the extra head and headpiece to create a tiefling paladin. I used the Githyanki minifigure with the 2 daggers and incorporated the rogue's hood and cloak from the D&D set to create this beautiful assassin. I switched out the head for an alien head I was going to use a long time ago for my illithids. It's okay, not great. The cultist, using extra pieces from this series and a black hood, looks good. Also, he shouldn't be smiling. The druid torso being used on a ranger with dual molded dark green and black legs. I've added a dark green hood and a cloak from Capes for minifigures. It's okay. I was planning to use these as Way Watchers, and I may have to rethink things. Here is everything I purchased. 2 Tashas, 3 Aarakocras, 4 Tieflings, 4 Druids, 2 Vampires, 2 Bards, 4 Barbarians, 3 Mind Flayers, 2 Githyankis, 2 Lady of Pain, 12 Paladins, and 2 Szass Tam. Lastly, I'll try this non-acetone nail polish remover to remove the skeletal print from Szass Tam. Let's remove everything and cover the rest with painter's tape. Using the cotton swab, I'm gently removing the print. Some of the cotton is getting stuck on the piece as I'm wiping away some of the print. At first glance, it seems to work well, though I'm seeing some line reflection in the light. The print certainly has been removed, though some of the nail polish remover seeped into the tape. Let's remove it to see the results. The painter's tape didn't prevent some of the nail polish remover from impacting the lower part of the design. It also looks to have melted the plastic. The torso is now slightly concave, with some of the print lines etched into the piece. Needless to say, this piece is ruined. Side by side, you can see what I was going for, but failed miserably to achieve.
Mission fail!
I may try a different process to remove the print that won't damage the piece. On that note, that's all for this video. Have you purchased any D&D minifigure Series 1? Did you destroy any in attempting modifications? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.